What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, where we break down the stories everyone is talking about. And today we have a massive update from the trial of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB. The prosecution, led by the DSS, has just unveiled a series of explosive and deeply controversial pieces of evidence they claim directly links Kanu to the economic paralysis and violence in the southeast. We are talking about smuggled radio transmitters, secret video recordings, and a truly shocking claim published in a national newspaper. Is this a slam dunk for prosecution, or is there more to the story? So let's get into the gist. The DSS brings its fourth prosecution witness to the stand. For security reasons, he is only identified as Mr. DDD. The DSS operative made a huge claim. He testified that Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts were the direct cause of the economic paralysis in the southeast. How? He alleges that Kanu's inflammatory messages on Radio Biafra incited IPOB's armed wing, the Eastern Security Network or ESN, to violently enforce the infamous sit-at-home orders. Essentially, the prosecution is drawing a straight line from Kanu's word to empty streets, closed markets, and a region's economy on its knee. To back this up, the DSS presented several key pieces of evidence. First, the game changer transmitter. The witness claimed that Kanu smuggled a powerful radio transmitter into Nigeria by concealing it with household items, avoiding customs. The transmitter was allegedly found at the residence of one Benjamin Madubuogo in Anambra State, and they didn't just find the transmitter. The court was shown a video where Nnamdi Kanu is allegedly inspecting this exact device, calling it the game changer. And get this, a nuclear weapon for the Biafran agitation. Second, the direct threat. Another video was played in court. In this one, Kanu is seen warning residents of the southeast not to violate a sit-at-home order scheduled for May 31st, 2021. He allegedly threatens retaliation against anyone who defies the order. This is the prosecution trying to show direct intent to use force. Thirdly, the digital footprint. The DSS tendered a flash drive containing 18 video clips and 16 radio broadcasts allegedly made by Kanu. They want to show the court a pattern of incitement over time. And finally, the most shocking and controversial piece of evidence. The prosecution presented a Vanguard newspaper article. In this article, an alleged ESN member claimed that Nnamdi Kanu had ordered them to collect 2,000 human heads for a traditional burial rite, though they only managed to get 30. Let me repeat that. An allegation that he ordered the collection of 2,000 human heads. The defense team, of course, objected fiercely to this newspaper article being used as evidence, but the judge, Justice James Omotosho, admitted it. The judge has also agreed to personally visit the DSS facility to inspect the physical transmitter. He wants to see the evidence for himself. And this judge is very serious with this case. Okay, so what is the prosecution strategy here? It's pretty clear. They are building a case of cause and effect. So that's the gist of what happened in court. Now, let's analyze what this all means. Their argument is that Kanu wasn't just a political agitator talking from afar. They are trying to prove he was a commander-in-chief using a specific tool, the smuggled transmitter, to issue specific order that led to specific harmful consequences. The transmitter is the weapon, the videos are the commands, and the economic paralysis is the damage. For the defense, this is a nightmare. They are now fighting on multiple fronts. They have to argue that the videos are taken out of context, that Kanu's rhetorics was political speech and not a direct command for violence, and that the newspaper article about the 2,000 heads, this is legally very shaky grounds. It is what lawyers call hearsay. It's a reporter quoting an alleged ESN member. It is not a direct confession from Kanu, but its purpose in court isn't just legal, it's psychological. The prosecution wants to paint a picture of Kanu as a monstrous, bloodthirsty leader to the judge. The fact that the judge admitted it is a massive tactical victory for the prosecution, even if it gets thrown out on appeal. This trial is no longer just about secessionist propaganda. The government has successfully framed it as a case of terrorism and economic sabotage. by focusing on the sit-at-home orders. They are tapping into the real frustration of many people in the Southeast who have suffered from the economic fallout. They are trying to isolate Kanu from very people he claims to be liberating. The judge's decision to go and physically inspect the transmitter is also significant. It shows he is taking the physical evidence very seriously and isn't just relying on documents and videos. This adds a layer of practical reality to the proceedings. So to wrap this up, the DSS has put forward a powerful narrative backed by physical, digital, and frankly, sensational evidence. They are arguing that Nnamdi Kanu's voice was a weapon that brought a region to its knee. The big question the court will have to answer is, do Kanu's words legally cross the line from free, albeit controversial, speech into criminal incitement and terrorism? And can the prosecution definitely prove that he, and not other splinter groups or criminal elements, is solely responsible for the chaos? This case is far from over, but this testimony has dramatically raised the stake. But I want to know what you guys think. Looking at the evidence presented, the transmitter, the videos, the newspaper claims, do you think the prosecution has a strong case, or is this a political trial built on sensationalism? Drop your analysis in the comments below. Let's have a respectful conversation. As always, if you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, share this video so others can get the gist, and of course, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist for more deep dive into the stories that matters. I am Oba and I will catch you on the next one.